Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bunny Says, and this is my personal introduction for Tomb Raider, um, the reboot, the 2012 reboot. Now, I have a lot to say about this game because I enjoyed this game a lot, and I was really surprised because I thought it would be some kind of. I was thinking of the last games, and I was like, well, you know, I thought they were trying to push it real hard, and I just had memories of the older games, and they were just sort of platforming, jumping fests to me. You know, that I got, for the first couple games, great, but and they just kept on reusing the same title shtick over and over and over again, to the point where it just got boring. So it was a shock to me when I got this game and I started playing. I got it, picked it up on sale, really cheap, and it sat there for a while, and I didn't play it for a long time, actually for months. I just sat there and was like, eh. And at one point I was like, okay, I'm going to play this and try it out. And boy, was I grateful that I did. This game was really fantastic. I mean, I was, in every sense, I was impressed. I kept being impressed and then more and more impressed by the game. One, we'll start off with the visuals. Laura looks great. I mean, she looks fantastic in this game. Now I have it all on high and everything, but I mean, still, she just looks great. Everything looks good. The whole game looks just really pleasantly, just dramatic, And one of the main things that I was worried about was the controls. Now I used a joypad, and oh wait a minute, did I? No, I don't think I did. But I was worried about jumping around and catching on to stuff and seeing stuff, and they were really tight. I mean, the controls seemed really tight and well, like somebody, like, if I had one word to say about the game, I'd say it was polished. It was polished. It's incredible. It seemed like they went over it over and over and over again until they got it to a point where it was just right. Where everything felt like just right. They just made sure the controls were just about right. The graphics moved just about right. There's no... excuse me, I never had a problem with, like, weird fade-ins and fade-outs and, like, the guns and the weapons. They work great. It's so much fun shooting the bow and so much fun shooting the guns. I mean, God, it's a great action game. And I'd say it's one of the most fun games I played in several years. I mean, I was having a great time playing it. I couldn't wait to play it again. I kept going back to it and playing it. And there were, now I'm not going to go into any of the controversies and all that type of thing and stuff, or if there are any, if anybody really cares about that type of thing. I don't really care. But having Lara go back to being like young when she was supposedly just starting out and just becoming the Tomb Raider, like, I thought it was a great idea, and I thought it worked well. And I thought it, and it felt good to me, and I thought it brought fresh life to the game. And it was, and having such a, having it so well polished, so well done, made it felt really good. Made me really want to, like, invest my time in it and keep playing. And I actually, after I finished the game, I kept playing. I went back and went through again and did more stuff in it. which is something I usually don't do. This is the type of game that made me want to go back and collect more stuff and do things and check stuff out. And that's another thing I wanted to mention, was the level design of the game itself, where you have multi-tiered sort of levels going on, where you could do certain things, but then you could see a place like up there, and you're like, man, how do I get up there? But I can't get up there. But then later on, as you gain a new ability, if you go back there, you could go up to that place now, like that type of thing. So it makes you want to go back and revisit areas that you've been to try to get up there and get those things, and then get the collectibles and these type of things. And I love the abilities that you got, that you could put skill points into your different abilities, and you get to choose them, and that type of thing. It worked out. I loved it. It worked out great. I have nothing but good things to say about this game. I really do. It worked fine. I don't think I ever had a crash in the entire game. Was there once? I think maybe once that I was screwing something up. But I mean, overall, it was what I expect games to be all the time. It's what I always wish games would be like. And that's the thing. I keep on thinking, man, why can't I buy a game, games like this all the time? Why do I keep on getting all this junk all the time? Well, you pay money and this is garbage, Why can't I have a nice, polished, smooth experience, a nice length of time? It was like 20 hours or something like that. And maybe a little bit less, but and have a good time, and just have a good story. It was a well-told story, fun, interesting things to do, reason to go back, reason to keep playing a little bit, and have fun and that type of thing, and collect more stuff. And so anyway, that's what I thought of the game, and I had a very good time. And I would recommend it to anyone. It's if you like any kind of action type game, I'd recommend it to you. And it's not too hard. It always feels like you are always teetering on the difficulty of like hard a little bit or something, but it's never hard. It's never too hard that you can't do it or anything. And I'm not exactly the agility master, so so that's my opinion, and that's how it was for me for the game. And I wanted you to know that this is one of my highly rated games, I think. And if you get a chance, pick it up. I mean, you could pick it up for like, I think $5 for the whole game, for everything, So on one of the Steam sales, maybe even cheaper. Certainly, it's certainly worth that price, easily. So, thank you for listening. This is Bunny Says, and I just wanted to say thank you if you're watching the Let's Play. You do check out, if you don't know, check out a few episodes of the Let's Play. Take a look at it, see how it goes, see if you're liking it or not or whatever, and make a decision. Check it out, decide whether or not it's for you. That's what the Let's Plays are for, really. So anyway, this has been my personal introduction, and I hope you have a nice evening, and morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever. So thank you for listening, and I'll say goodbye.